Doot. Good morning, everybody. Everybody. Do. Bop boodly bop 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 bop. Hey now. Check. Hey now. Anybody listening out there? If it does, let me know how it sounds. Live from the Utica Curling Club. Doing just a little sound check here. Hey now. It's ridiculous. Oh boy, it's got everybody on edge. Hey now. Yeah, it'll be archived. Okay. Just this game.
Okay, and could somebody watch it now if they wanted to?
Sure. We're streaming live. We're live right now. Utica Curling Club. Go to YouTube. Just punch in Utica Curling Club, and this little box will come right up.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely. There's a chat room up and everything. I'm not sure how much I'm going to respond to it, but. Huh? My
brother-in-law and my daughter.
All right, good. If Julie Shinatry steps, I'll have her play around on the computer with folks if she wants to. Ladies and gentlemen of North America and around the world, welcome to the Utica Curling Club. I'm David Cragnolan. It is the 10th of December, and this is the inaugural tournament of our Utica 6-Sheet Open, which started on Thursday evening. And the finals have come down to Sunday morning, and we're going to broadcast it live here for you. If anybody's listening out there, let me know how it sounds, if it sounds too loud, scratchy, and we'll try and do something about that along the way. Our final game will be between the rink of Joyce Schaefer, Dwayne Farr, Jacqueline Schmidt, and Ben Gaetano, and Ben will not be here today, so Donna Kaleo will be playing in his absence, and they will be playing against the rink of Roger Rowlett, Michelle McEnroe, Howard Feldman, and MJ Walsh. I hope that you stay close to your computer and enjoy. Teams are lined up in the warm room right now and getting ready to go on the onto the ice for our ceremonial anthems and offer the. We have a piper this morning. I hope you folks can hear that out there. Sounds good from here. So far, I may be joined by someone in the broadcast booth in time here. Good luck, you guys. Good luck out there. Good luck there, stick people. Good luck, folks. Good luck, Donna. Yep. Good luck, gentlemen. Good luck. Good luck. Have fun out there, folks. I wish I was out there with you. Good luck out there. All right. Shark Boy. Good luck, brother Phil. And this is, our tournament is going to be played with the Fredericton rule, which is a little different than normal curling. And that is, if you can draw the pin and cover the pin, it's going to count as 2. One little rule change there. Curlers now are heading out onto the far end of the club. In curling ceremony, they will eventually walk to the near hog line. And everybody will have a little taste of their favorite beverage, which is usually drambuie and or apple juice. Piper complete, national anthem complete, and we are ready for our ceremonial toast, which is customary in most curling games, curling tournaments, in the spirit of curling. And there are no losers in curling. There are just those who buy the first drink. Or receive the first drink, as I should say. Brenda Citronetti offering the ice, co-chair along with Nyoka Law, offering the ice to our curlers, our Sunday morning curlers. Always fun to be in a curling game on Sunday morning. I'll just let you know that our E-event final is going to be on sheet 1, D-event final on sheet 5, C-event final on sheet 2, B-event final will be on sheet 4, and the final game, championship, is going to be played on sheet 3, and I will be broadcasting that game for you. We will check in. If I have someone else in the booth with me here, we'll update scores, and that might be possible if I'm joined. I think Julie Shinatri, fellow curler at the club here, will join me, and I'll let her take care of some of those duties. But again, here on sheet 3 is our championship game. Again, it's the rink of Roger Rowlett, Skip, Michelle McEnroe Weiss, Howard Feldman is the second, and MJ Walsh is the lead. And the rink of Joyce Schaefer will be Joyce Schaefer skipping, Dwayne Farr playing Weiss, Jacqueline Schmidt playing second. The team played all weekend with Ben Gaetano as their lead. Unfortunately, Ben is not here this morning and will be his place will be taken by Donna Caleo. Pretty fascinating. The team of Joyce Schaefer was an all-stick team until Ben couldn't play. So kudos to them to be able to get that far in a curling tournament, all throwing with the stick. Pretty strong team that they're playing against here too. So it'll be interesting to see how this curling game unfolds. Again, if anybody's listening out there, let me know how it sounds, how it looks, and we'll try to make it as well as we can here. Players taking their practice slides here, and we're just about ready to get underway. It looks like Team Schaefer won the toss, and they opted to take the hammer. Therefore, Roger Rowlett's team will throw the yellow rocks and throw first. I am being joined in the broadcast booth by Julie Shinatri. So, morning, Julie. And we're underway. You can't hit the X to exit that. You know that, right? Hit the X to shut the whole thing down. Okay. You've done that before? Have you?
No.
Have you done the scores or any of that before? Okay. If you want to update the scores, certainly we'll do that. I don't have a sheet in front of me of the, I expected to be alone. Therefore, I didn't prepare myself for putting names of other teams and stuff on there. If you want to do that, you can go look at the board and do that. That would be fine.
Are you asking me to do that?
No, you're welcome to do that.
So,
Looks like MJ's first rock was a little hot and went through the house. Now Donna Kaleo. Looks like we're playing on a nice fresh scrape here. So the ice should be relatively quick.
if I spelled them correctly. Rubinovich, sorry.
And it looks like Donna has a nice corner guard up. Again, the all-stick team is now turned to 3 sticks and one broom curler.
I'm going to go get the sheet so I can put it in.
Okay. MJ Walsh with her second rock now, looking to set up a center guard. And they got it back just about to the center line. Nice throw there from MJ. And Joyce Schaefer now directing Donna Kaleo to go ahead and use that corner guard on here to the left looking down. She'll try and put one on the rings behind the blue guard now. Julie, let me know when you want to be back up, okay? And it looks like she threw the same, just about the identical rock she threw with her first one. But not bad. The corner's guarded well over there. And now Howard Feldman with his first rock of the morning. Looking to throw another center guard here. So the fact that I'm being joined by Julie Shinatry will allow us to update the scores on the other sheets as they occur. And during the course of the morning, we'll be sure and do that for you. Howard looks like he's going to be a little heavy here. And the ice looks really fast this morning. They're going to go behind the tee line, but to the back 4. And nice opening rock there for Howard. Got it behind the guard. Jacqueline Schmidt with her first rock now. I can't see. Thank you. And it looks like it's going to rub off the guard, but it's going to wind up on the park. Exposed, however. See what Roger has in mind here about getting rid of that rock, I would think, and trying to roll over underneath the other one. Howard Feldman's second rock of the first end. Rock really taking off on him. I think he's going to get a piece of it. And he did just chip it out of the rings. Lost his shooter. And yellow still sitting 1. Now Jacqueline Schmidt's second rock here. We'll probably try and draw right down 2-shot rock. In front of it's not bad. Somewhere on the rings. Sweepers communicating that they think the rock has plenty of weight. Really curling. We got a lot of nice curl here this morning. This is going to have enough to take it out, I believe. And that's a wonderful shot from Jacqueline as she popped the yellow rock right to the back. Looks like it's still biting in the back, but blue sitting shot rock just behind the tee line. Fine shot. We got to get this TV's on the wrong thing. No, we're right. We're right. MJ, look, she didn't see the blue rock. She thought it was on a different sheet. It's okay. I thought we were on another sheet for the far look, but we're okay. Michelle McEnroe, her first stone, vice for Team Roulette. Unfortunate there for Michelle. Looks like she had a little wobble coming out of the hack and set the stone out a little wide. So blue still sitting 1.
This is the only Untitled team.
Okay.
Sheet 4.
Okay.
Or sheet 2.
Okay.
I'm back.
Okay. Julie did some administrative work getting our scoreboard. We thank her dearly for that. So we'll be able to update scores during the morning for you on the other sheets. Out of all 10 teams that are playing in the finals today, we're glad to announce that there is one team from out of town, not a Utica team, playing, and that would be South Shore, with Chuck Barnes, Kendall Walker, Scott Fernandez, and Colleen O'Connor. So welcome to the Utica 6 Sheet Open.
So next year, this is going to be hopefully a much larger bonspiel to mark our 150th. It'll be part of our 150th year. So the history of this bonspiel is this used to be an in-house bonspiel. And when our 150th committee started to think about what we would do for, marking the 150th year, Brenda Citroniti, who's on the ice, thought that this might be a great fall bonspiel. And so they decided that they would open it up this year.
What a great idea. And I announced the chairs as Nyoka Law and Brenda Law. Was I right in that one?
Brenda Citroniti.
Brenda Citroniti and...
But it's Conrad and Nyoka and Brenda.
And Brenda. Okay, gotcha. I didn't give Conrad a plug. I did at the start give Brenda Citroniti and Nyoka a plug as chairs and co-chairs, but we're going to include Conrad in that mix as well.
Well, we know Nyoka does most of the work, though, huh?
That's your story. You can tell it any way you want. But nice shot here from Joyce Schaefer to cover up shot rock here. Going to make it real tough for Roger to sink one in here. Michelle's second rock, his vice. There's room to do it. Kind of a fine shot early here. A little cat and mouse game here early. Front end seems to think that the rock is light, so they're after it early here. And we really got a lot of curl here this morning. This rock really taken off on her.
No, it's a beautiful rock, I think. It's a beauty.
Little rub off the top one. Not bad. She's going to have to deal with it here. Blue still sitting shot rock just behind the tee line.
This little hit and roll would be nice here, huh?
Sure, I would think. Or you could come and sit on your own here. I'm not sure what he's exactly he's calling. He's pointing out who's shot in second and third right now. Easy from this vantage point, a little different from the hack. So Joyce just barked down to him to take it out. And it looks like that's what she's going to do. She's going to come with her out turn. And good call here. I think, Julie, you're spot on. I think she'd like to hit that rock and roll somewhere, but preferably right to in front of where Dwayne is pointing with his broom, holding his broom.
Looks good. Oh, I think she's going to get a nose. No,
it's really taking off
really
on her. We got a lot of curl.
Look at this.
She is going to take that rock out, but she's going to lose her shooter. So not bad. Got the yellow rock off the ring. Still sitting 3 is Team Schmidt.
Curling a lot today.
Mm-hmm. Fresh scrape. Been played hard all weekend.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Always nice to play off.
Looks fast, too.
Yeah. It's always nice to play off a fresh scrape, you know.
Oh, definitely.
A little bit more finesse. You don't
Yep.
have the weight.
Yeah, everything matters more. Guards matter more. You know, it becomes a finer game when it's fast and curly, personally.
Yeah.
First skip rock for Roger Rowlett now. He's going to try and come right down and sit on with the ice that he's being given here. This will be a draw, and he'd love to come and sit right in front of that blue rock and lock right on it.
Right. Sets him up for 2.
Do we know where the South Shore Curling Club is from?
Yes. South Shore is just about 30 minutes south of Boston.
Okay.
And they curl on arena ice.
Okay.
This is
Is
the
it
first
un-
time to Utica, I think,
Gotcha.
for both of them. Ooh. Roger, that's a rare miss for Roger
He
Rowlett.
set that one out, and it just didn't come back. A little heavy. I think if he was looking for, what I've seen so far, everybody's adjusting to the speed. I have a feeling that the ice is much faster today and this morning than it was maybe most of the weekend.
Well,
I certainly didn't want to throw the weight that he threw there.
Well, I think it was certainly certainly faster than it was in yesterday afternoon's games because you know, the second game of the afternoon was third and fourth draw without a scrape. So it was quite heavy yesterday. Today, I think we had a scrape this morning, and humidity's down, so I think the ice is pretty keen. And
I agree.
And I think people are just adjusting to it. So.
Yep. Now, Dwayne Farr, I announced the rink as Joyce Schaefer's rink. I believe Joyce is throwing third rocks, and Dwayne is actually throwing skip rocks today.
Yeah, and it is Joyce's rink, but they
Letting Dwayne skip today.
yeah, Joyce has been or throw skip rocks.
Yep.
It's going to curl right in nicely.
Sure it is.
Joyce.
It stops. It's got plenty of weight.
Oh, that's a
Come right down to it.
Oh, like
Fine
corner
shot.
freeze it.
Fine shot
Yeah.
from Dwayne. Really going to make it hard for Roger to score here. And he takes the risk with blue sitting 4 of dropping a big end at the onset here. So he's really got to get something blue off the rings here.
Yeah, I think
Cut your losses, right?
Yeah, I think it comes down and he just bumps the one that Dwayne just throws through. Sorry, and just flop a little bit. He'll be shot. But the danger here is overthrowing it and then scooting yourself out of the rings, and that would be not a good thing. Although Team Roulette has given up a couple big ends this week and has just clawed right back into it each time. So
Yeah, the old saying, it's early yet. So
Yep. So they'll drop a big end, but then they've taken big ends right back. So for them, it's just getting the ice.
Roger just pointed to his nose, so he's hoping to come to the nose of this rock with enough weight to double both of the blue stones out. But he'll take yours if he ticks off of that one or just wicks off it enough to get him out of the way and flop into the button. I'm sure he'll be happy. And remember that the button, if you cover the pin, it's 2
points.
Yep.
So that
Frederick
that'd be
can
nice.
roll.
Yeah, that's how he can get his 2 here. Yeah, we did
Got it.
He shot a lot of weight. I don't know what's gonna. Oh no, this looks good.
I don't know.
I don't know. No.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh, he might only lose. Ooh, no.
It looks like he's going to drop 2 here.
Yeah, yep. Not the worst thing that could happen.
No, not when he was sitting against 4 there.
Yeah.
And neither rock of Rogers curled all that much. And actually, Dwayne has last rock here, so he can draw. He can come down and bump that one out and draw for 4 here.
Who's got hammer here?
This is the hammer stone at the end.
Okay.
Late night last night.
No, I actually early night last night. I was just
No,
getting.
me. And that's.
Did you play at
real
all
tight.
yesterday?
No.
Okay.
No. I went deer hunting during the day. Hi, Kathy. And this is not going to get by, so it's going to be a 2 unless they can roll it onto the rings,
Well, it's not going to
which
roll.
is possible.
Well, oh.
It's possible. No, I guess
No,
it's
no,
ran
no,
out
no.
of steam. So blue's going to take 2 with the hammer in the first end.
All right, let me see what we got on the other end. We got blue's got 1 here. And where's my end thing? Oh, no. Where's the end?
There you go.
Palazzoli. Why is... Oh,
No, that's right.
yep, okay. Through one end.
So a couple of unfortunate misses in the first end. I feel like Team Rowlett dodged a bullet there, dropping only 2. And they'll pick up the pieces here and try to come right back and get their 2 right back. But a well-played end from Team Schmidt. Very well played.
Oops.
Knowing what I know of those folks, they don't make a great deal of mistakes. And it's a big asset in this game when you don't give the other opponent, give your opponents, needless scores.
Sorry, folks out there. I'm just making sure I have the right. Does Doug have 3 or 2 or 4? I don't have my glasses on.
Where? Sheet 2?
She 2.
I can't see. She's in the way. 2 for blue in the first end. Nice corner guard here for Donna Kaleo. And Roger's going to go ahead and use that and try and play aggressively here with his lead and wife, MJ Walsh. Looking for a draw here. Really curling hard. That rock made a big move right out of her hand. So the players are going to have to adjust to a very, very curly sheet of ice today.
Do I have the right? Yeah.
Well, that was fortunate because if she took that rock out, it was going to have to go back with the free guard zone. And it just stayed in way over on the left side of the sheet here.
Oh, it's very, very, very curly.
Mm-hmm.
But
Donna Kaleo looking to take the yellow rock out. And a nice shot there from Donna. Joyce Schaefer seemed panic-laden with that call, like it wasn't going to get there. But
they weren't sweeping as hard as she wanted them to.
wound up being a really good rock.
Yep.
So now MJ with her second rock. If anybody's listening out there and watching, let us know how the picture looks. Let us know how it sounds to you out there. It looks like we have no one on with us yet. People still waking up, maybe.
Or watching World Curling on YouTube. Live stream.
And not a bad outcome there. Shot rock over here on the left. Didn't remove the blue stone, but Joyce opting for a center guard here. Another option would be to take this stone out, yellow rock, and sit 2.
That's what she's doing, I think.
She's calling for a center guard.
Oh. Oh, wow. With Jacqueline as who's a great takeout person. It's pretty keen. Nice shot.
That's where she called for it, and that's where she got it. Nice throw from Jacqueline.
Roger's going to peel that.
Yep, and he'll use that as ideal spot for this, for the shooter here from Howard, would be to flop right over in front of Shot Rock. Double possibility if he hits it right.
Looks like it could have it.
Good shot there.
Yep.
Got rid of the center guard, however, didn't cover up Shot Rock. And Joyce opting for another guard. This is interesting strategy.
She's very patient.
Jacqueline Schmidt's second rock of the second end. Looks like a little more weight than she threw with her first one. It's possibly going to promote the yellow one onto the rings.
Which is not what Joyce wanted.
No.
But
And it is going to do just that. However, the double's going to be in place now for the two yellow rocks.
there you go.
I think Roger's going to have to give these yellow rocks some shelter now, sitting 1 and 2.
He really wants to take out that center guard because he doesn't like it.
Yep. He could throw the same shot again and still
Right.
achieve the guard. Almost Howard's first shot, I would call that a half shot in curling, where you actually do take the rock out and didn't quite cover up, so it's a 50% shot. Looks like he's got a better line on this one.
Let's see how far this rolls, though.
No, it's actually going to roll out.
Over the top, yeah.
Yep, right over the top. Somewhere in the middle of those two.
She's going to have him come down the center. She likes coming down the center.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Center or come on the outside?
Well, you know, here's where a fact of knowing how your players throw is a very important part of what turn you would throw here. Either one is good if the shot is made.
That's true. Oh, Dwayne's not quite sure.
Who's throwing here? We're a little
we're a little out of it. Yeah.
A little out of sync here right now with who's throwing when.
Yep.
I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Joyce wants to come down the middle. That's where she feels most comfortable.
Sure.
So, David, Dwayne's one of these old school curlers who doesn't have a gripper on his slider foot when he's in the house. I'm always afraid that I will fall flat on my face.
You and me both. And it's funny because when you watch curling played at a very high level, everybody sweeps with a slider foot.
Yeah.
You know, they slide.
I fall.
And I'm not sure-footed enough on my feet to do that.
But you learn it one way, and
Definitely creatures of habit.
right. When we start with new curlers, when you start as a new curler now, people are like, no,
Yep.
we don't want you to fall. It's very slippery. And I wonder if it was a matter of the old, when the ice was much
Stickier.
stickier.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like the whole teaching people to curl with stabilizers, because I was always taught that when you went to get up off the ice, you had the broom to rely on.
Sure.
So jury's out on that one. Joyce trying to take these two rocks out. She's coming with good weight here. And she's got the sweepers all over it here. And she's going to get
One. She's
got one and rolled her shooter over to the
They got a double
right side.
Yeah, it's a tough double, but it's there. Now we're.
I think Roger just be happy sitting 1-2 here.
Yeah. Yeah, for those of us who do use stabilizers, for me, it's a balance issue.
I can't get close enough to the ice with them.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm close enough to the ice.
And I think it's a matter
I've
of.
tried them.
Yeah. I think it's a matter of how you learn and what you feel is your.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like everything else about this game, it's all a personal preference. No one has the same delivery.
Right.
We're all like snowflakes out there.
Yeah, we are. It would be great, like the if you watch Olympic curling or the
Really
national.
lightweight here for Michelle. And she's
Very,
just
very
throwing like
light.
a draw here. He was looking to take the blue stone out. However, I
he's
think
gonna
he's still going to
sit
sit.
one.
He's going to be one shot rock here.
Not quite covering the pin though. That sets up Joycey for a double. If
Sure does. And sit 3 wouldn't be a bad.
that's not a happy look.
Well, Michelle knew that she was light out of her hand because she sort of her reaction to her own throw was not one of pleasure.
Yeah.
So all these folks have been playing long enough to know that they're pretty sure when they let a rock go whether or not it's got a chance or not.
Yeah, and so Michelle must have been very light because this ice is so keen that, So, those people who do this for really a living and high, they can slide out without a stabilizer or a broom.
True.
And deliver a perfect stone, so.
Joyce really going to put the pressure on here. And she's going to sit 1 and 2. Looks like a really good shot. May roll away just a little. And a great shot. Both sides of the 4-foot touching is blue. Roger opting to go after the one that's not in front of his yellow stone. Probably a good call here. If he could get a little hit and roll to sit, sit one, Joyce is going to have to deal with it. Looks like Michelle firmed up her shot a little here this time. It's really curling.
Yep. Looks like a good shot, though. Oh, it's staying on the outside? No, it's there. It goes.
Just off nose, I think. Yep, for shot rock. Nice throw. Nice adjustment there for Michelle. And Rollette's sitting 1 right now. Wide open.
So Dwayne is going to have to take care of business here.
Yep.
Be nice to hit it slightly just slightly on the outside and roll.
Put it right back where it was.
Yeah, basically put it right back where it was.
Shot underway from Dwayne. Not sweeping. It's going to come in really nice, though. Boy, did that thing take off.
Yeah.
It's going to roll to the middle a little.
Which gives Roger does have a double possibility there. Nope.
Yeah, I think he can make the double. However, rolling to the other side wouldn't be a bad idea
That
either.
would not be a bad call either. Because if he does do with that, he sets Dwayne up for a double.
He does. Looks like he's going to go for the thin double.
Mm-hmm.
And sit 2. He actually could get some action off the shot to the left and actually bounce it off and probably come back 4 and get it far enough away from the other yellow rock to prevent a double. Or make the double more difficult, certainly.
Right. Looks like Barnes stole 2 in the South Shore there is steal of 2 for Barnes. Wait a minute here. I've got this wrong. Got this wrong.
Oh, no. Going right by it. Oh, my goodness. That which you didn't think could happen, he actually flashed his first stone, did Roger, leaving the door wide open for a big steal here for Joyce if she can guard this. She can't guard them both. but I think a center guard wouldn't be a bad idea, or freeze on her own wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah.
She leaves a stone there, the triple's possible, but
Roger just overthrew that one.
He
He's so concentrating on the double that he just overthrew it, I think.
Or he flashed it a little wide.
Could have, yeah.
Big opportunity here for Team Schaefer here to really make a difficult score for Rowlett here.
That was very narrow, I thought. Over and up.
So this stone isn't going to do much of anything unless it loses its handle and comes back the other way. Unfortunate miss there for Dwayne. Roger pretty much going to have the same shot for two, and I'm guessing he's going to take it. Tightened up his ice just a little, thinking that maybe he was wide with his first one, or as you said, just overthrew it ever so slightly. Could be a little of both.
Yeah, the thing about throwing it heavy and wide, it doesn't come back.
Well, the beauty of that shot is that you really only need to hit about half an inch of that stone, and that would have been a made shot. So, funny game of inches for sure.
Or centimeters if you're in. It looks good and sounds good from Christy. Thank you, Christy.
Good. Okay, here's Roger's last rock at the end. This would be
this looks much
hammer
better.
stone.
This looks very good. Ooh, it jumped out.
He's definitely got it this time. Boom, boom. What a shot from Roger Rowlett to get his deuce.
Yep.
He tightened up his ice a little bit, and I think he threw it a little lighter than the first one. He sort of gassed it, juiced it up, amped it up a little. So a nice comeback there for Team Rowlett to tie it at 2 after 2.
That's why guards are so important.
Back, that would have been a much more difficult shot with a blue guard in the way.
Yep. Sheet 5. Let me update sheet 5 for us. Oh, sorry, folks. Ooh.
Came right back with a 3 on sheet 4.
On sheet 4, they came right back with a 3.
MJ on the rings with her first stone, and Joyce Schaefer will waste no time in trying to get that off the rings and sit right there as a corner guard.
It's going to curl a lot. I think they should have. Well, no, it's not curling it a lot here. Should dive. Oh, there we go. It's not going to stick around, but oh, it might just do that.
Off the rings.
Off the rings, it looks. Did that go out?
7 stones instead of 8 this end for each team. Looking for another center guard here, I believe. MJ with her second stone of the third end. Heard how he yelled down to Roger that he thought it was a little less than the first one, which is comforting. He does not want this on the rings. However, I think it's going on the rings.
I think it's I think it's going deeper than the other one.
It is. It is. This is going to the tee line. Just in front of the tee line.
Wow.
Fast ice.
We love it.
Yep. Donna Caleo's second rock. Pretty much on the same line that she was on coming down the first time. And she's got a nice takeout here. She's going to stick pretty much just off nose. Pardon me. Great shot from Donna Caleo. And blue line 1. The way this end is shaping up, if everyone makes their shots,
blank end.
It's shaping up like a blank end. Howie Feldman with his first stone of the third end.
Looks like these games are all very close early on. This is what you want to see in championship rounds. You want to see close games.
Yeah, it looks like Howie's going to stick around with a little biter there in the back 12. Now Joyce will play the cat and mouse game will begin now. I think she's going to have Jacqueline draw down to this.
Down to it, yep.
Sure, why not?
Well, we got a backer. Let's use it.
Why not?
Oh, on 4, who got the first 2-pointer? Oh, Israel. That is true. Thank you. Thank you for updating me.
No, Michael Eaton. Or
Michael Eaton,
got
yeah.
it.
That's a way to come back.
Mm-hmm. This is not curling for Jacqueline. I think this is going to go through the house, unfortunately. And it is.
Slick.
So a little bit of a break there for Team Rowlett. Unfortunate miss for Jacqueline. And now Howard will put one somewhere on the 4-foot circle. Attempt to.
Roger's setting up a steal.
He's setting up a force.
Yeah.
He's wanting Jacqueline, steal,
Well,
sure,
right,
but
yeah, he's a force to.
Yeah.
Once you get into the hit game.
Right.
Make
them take one.
Yep. Oh, that's heavy. I don't know. It's very hard to tell. I think it's going to be back. It's still going to be in the rings, though, I think, unless Joyce can.
That's pretty darn good.
Yep.
2 yellow rocks on the park. She'll go back to that draw game with a spot way over on the other side, and still in hopes of 2. And that looks like a better line to me.
Better weight also.
Boy, it's just not wanting to curl there. That's funny, even with that turn. There must be
look
some
at it, it's not a
different,
lot-
there's different
yeah, it's not
dynamics,
a-
I think, when you throw with a stick, too.
Yeah.
You tend to spin them a little bit.
Wow.
When they spin, it's on the exact same line that the previous one went on. A little less weight. It's going to still looks like it might stick around in the back for second rock.
Second rock, but there's just no movement there.
Yeah. I think sometimes with the stick, when you finesse them with the stick,
yeah.
it tends to spin them, and when they spin, it
They-
tends to take the
that
curl
curl
out of
out,
them,
yeah.
So Roger will definitely go after this rock and take 2 out of the equation. He'd like to hit and stick right there and sit 3.
Yeah, there's also that psychological dynamic when none of those should be counters in the end. But if you're a opposing team and you're facing 3 of the other team, even though they're all behind tee or biters, it's mentally.
I agree,
Yeah.
and that's the difference of the people who are really good skips and people who are, not so good at it, is to be able to put that out of your mind and just go
Right.
ahead and throw the
Yep.
draw. This is going to be a perfect shot here for Michelle. Oh, boy, it's still flattened out, but
There's a little flat spot there, it looks like. I'll tell the ice crew about that.
I harassed them all week about slow ice we were playing on, and they definitely fixed it. So,
Well, that's because I did it this morning.
what is the ice temperature by? We'll give that to our friends out there.
So about 23 degrees.
Good,
I
and it
did
was up
yeah,
a little bit
yeah.
because it was 21
Right.
during the week, and that's too cold.
It's too cold. 23, 24 is a nice ice temperature.
Beautiful.
As Bruce stands here next to me, the other ice crew guy over here who's not playing, it's actually playing really nice, Bruce. So yeah, no, it was the women and Bill Turner who did the ice this morning. So it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, and sheet 4, we have a lot of our ice crew playing together. They're having a good week, good couple days.
Yes, they are.
Ooh, Joyce is getting serious, taking off the jacket. We love this team's their T-shirts. We stick together.
So now I didn't see the call. I think she's trying to draw to this one on the far right, looking down the ice.
She's
to put herself.
Yeah, it's shot rock, so
right.
she's just going to try to draw to that one. Let's see if she can do this. I mean, she can do this, but let's see if that's right way.
Yeah, that is what she's calling. They're on it right away as though it's light.
It is light. Oh. It's not that.
In front of it and the rings is okay, but it's actually over curling. If they
yeah.
came up, maybe it would be a little bit more in line. However, it is shot rock, so Roger's got to deal with it.
Right.
Ideally, he'd like to hit that one out and come right to the center.
That's what he's asking Michelle to do.
Yep. A lot of ways of making this shot, too. You can come in front of either one of the yellow rocks would be a made shot.
The thing you don't want to do is jam on the back.
True. She's real tight. This may not even get to the rock.
Yeah, well. That her first. Is she going to be okay with
Boy, amen for her sweepers. Boy, did they save her bacon. It is going to jam, I believe. Oh, it just skittered it out the back, but
lucky, yeah.
I'm not sure who shot rock now. Really poses a threat getting that blue one out of there, unfortunately, because it's frozen on the back. Great sweeping job there from Roger and from Howie and MJ.
Yeah.
They really saved her bacon because she was a little snug on that one.
Snug and a bit light. You think?
Well, I mean, it would have got it off the rings if it hit it right, but
Right.
I don't know if she wanted to throw that soft at it, but not sure. That I couldn't tell. Hard to hear them from the other end. We got the net sound on in the shed, but sometimes it's hard to hear the banter between players out there.
Well, there's a lot of banter, so we can't tell who's who.
So Joyce is definitely back in line to get a deuce here.
We've got 9 people watching now.
All right. Hi, everybody. We're not pros here. We always try to do our best, giving you as a professional commentating as we can give you. We enjoy doing it here. It's kind of a neat feature of our club to be able to have this streaming games online.
Nice, Joyce. Okay.
Sure is curling a lot.
It is curling a lot.
It's going to work out.
Oh.
It's going to be 1 and 2. That's a great shot.
Well,
great shot.
That is a very nice shot. He's got up.
It's in front. He could jam. There's a bunch of ways of jamming it now.
Yeah.
Get the back run. Get the back run.
Down to skip rocks here now. Roger Rowlett and Dwayne Farr.
So we did a modified draw for this open bonspiel. We each teams in it played 4 games. They knew when they were playing, and then we did a shootout so that if there were any ties, we could decide ties. No extra ends were played. It was a shootout to the button. So
nice.
It was a pretty interesting, an interesting draw, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it moves the tournament along, too, when you don't have to play extra ends. And
right. So with it, there were 18 teams, so it was a nice modified Schinkel draw. And as you can see, the teams are well matched. Nobody's running away with games here, so worked out well.
Let's see what Roger's opting to do here. It looks like he's going to try and...
He's going to try to poke it out, or do you think?
I think so.
Yeah,
With
poke it out
ice,
between those yellow.
Yep. And the fact that the yellow rock that's behind it to the right isn't... Let me have this little deal here.
Yeah.
That rock that is behind... Whoops. That rock right there is kind of irrelevant because the blue rock is sitting is third rock there. So
you know how to draw on this? I don't know.
You just click. Yeah, you just click. So that's the rock I'm talking about, and then we do that. Definitely a light takeout here.
So is,
even a nose hit's not horrible here, even if he spoils the back of the park.
It's coming over a little slowly on this. You know,
coming right to the schnoz. And I thought he might take that rock out, but it's in front of everything now, so it happens to be in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, it's in a very nice spot.
Joyce will still be able to punch that rock out to the right. Let's see here. I'll do a little telestration work. So if she comes down here and sends the rock that way, she'll roll over here and sit 1-2, and that wouldn't be a bad scenario for her to be in.
She's sitting 1-2 or 1-2-3. I can't tell with the top.
Maybe 1-2. That's a tough call. I can't see if the yellow rock from this angle, if the rock is out counting that or not. Could be 1-2-3.
So this is Dwayne's.
Yep.
So this is also interesting. You know, Dwayne slides where Jacqueline and Joyce is a little animated about this. She's jumping. Oh, I think
be okay.
Oh, Joyce. She cleared out the whole back. She's only sitting 1 now, right?
I believe only sitting 1. So if Roger can double both of these rocks out, he'll sit 2. He may spill his other rock in the back there in doing so, but he'll, again, the force will be back on again, and I think he'd be satisfied to give Joyce 1 after kind of a hodgepodgey end.
Sorry, guys. On sheet 5, Red Rock gets looks like a steal of 1 on.
So now Roger Roulette with a big shot here in the third end. He can, if he makes the double here, he's going to sit 4, I believe, and then force Joyce into taking 1. Nose hit to be just fine, because he is second rock, I believe, as well. Coming over now. Double's not there, however, he's going to sit 1 and 2. So I think Joyce would be happy to take her 1 and run here.
I think so.
Because I believe.
Although we can't tell the back. I still can't tell if that back one's. It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell at this angle.
Yeah.
Right.
She needs her 1, though. She doesn't want to give up.
Hammerstone, third end in a well-played curling game. And it looks pretty good.
Well, she's not.
Better go up. Oh, it lost the handle.
It's lost its handle.
It picked on him.
Oh, that's terrible.
And unfortunately, he's going to take his rock in the back out as well. So that's going to be a 4-bagger for Team Roulette.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's an unfortunate thing about curling. Occasionally the rocks don't do exactly what we want them to do, And that was a case of that right there. So a big steal of 4 for Team Rowlett.
Was that 4 or?
4. Pretty sure it was 4.
Oops.
So that certainly changes the complexion of the game. Roger will stop throwing guards and immediately go after the 4-foot.
Yep. That's going to happen. It's too bad.
No need to give team with hammer something to draw behind. So maybe there's a good time to go ahead and give the folks out there a heads up as to what's going on the other sheets. You want to run through the whole shed? Go ahead, Jill.
Right now, we're through 2 ends. They're playing the skip stones on sheet 1, and it's a 1-1 game, so it's pretty tight in the E event. Sheet 2, it looks like Doug Hurd's team is up on Chuck Barnes's team, 3-2 after 3 ends. Sheet 4. Davis and Eaton. It looks like Eaton's up 4-3. Oh, no, Davis just hung. We've got a tied game after 3 ends. Sorry. I'm going to update that for you folks. And then on sheet 5, it is Laws up 3-1 over Acosta. I can't. Yep. After 3 ends. Wow. That's 2 mistakes right there. Yeah,
it's always unfortunate. Nobody wants to miss shots, you know, and
right.
it's such a big part of the game at the level that we play it at.
Yeah.
And you know, you always, when you throw a bad rock, you kind of just you feel worse than anybody else in the shed, you know. So it's part of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate when you have something like a lost handle or a pick.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Dwayne had that shot. It was going to be.
It's happened at a professional level, at a world level. It's happened. So it's not a perfect game.
So he's going to have MJ peel her own rock. Is this going to be able to roll away? Yep. Not quite far enough, though, if Joyce uses. Just going to use the guard. Ooh.
Okay, she left the corner guard out there, so I'm smart of Joyce to try and go ahead and use this.
Just not curling
try and get it behind the guard, even if it's deep, is not bad.
Oh, and it's finishing hard. Let's go a little bit more. Not enough,
Roger
though.
will go after that with Howie.
Yeah, it's not enough.
And if you get rid of the yellow one, it's not a
doesn't
big
matter.
deal.
In fact, he would be happy to get rid of the yellow one.
I don't know if he'd be happy to get rid of it. I think he wants to get shot rock, but
right.
Again, he'll try and force here again, you know, to play this game and to force the other person to 1 when you're ahead like this is not a bad thing. Get the hammer back, play clean.
Well,
and the rocks are straightening out here, too. This is, I don't know if it was the way he threw it, but that's going to go off the rings, which is fine. You don't want to give them anything to draw to. That's a great scenario, right?
Yeah.
If you left one in the house, you give them something to freeze to, you know?
Well, and Roger's got a strong hitting team, so he's not worried about playing the hit game with people.
Jacqueline Schmidt now looking to hide one behind this yellow stone. Get back in the hunt for 2.
Still early. Got some time.
So hats off to, we always, you know, I manage to take a little time when I'm calling a broadcast like this to thank all the people that make this happen. It's not an easy thing to run a bonspiel. So hats off to Nialka Law, Brenda Citroniti, and Conrad Law, our impeccable ice crew and chef crew.
Yep.
Always have to get kudos here. We play on great ice, and I don't know that anybody's ever gone away unhappy with the food that was served here. The meal that was served here last night was fit for a king, as far as I'm concerned. So, hats off to Dominic Rose and his crew, and all the bar staff that take care of us and are patient with us. And always kudos to the ice crew, because it's an all-volunteer club here, and they do a great job.
It's fun to be on the ice crew. Sometimes it's tiring, but
yeah,
it's really
I help
fun.
with the install. You know, because I work for myself, it's impossible for me to commit to helping out otherwise. But don't let that hit the hack, please.
I know. Okay. As the ice crew goes, don't let it hit the hack, please. Right, and you know, we have a nice dedicated group of people.
Labor of love sometime, I'm sure, when you're here in the morning of a bonspiel at 6 o'clock in the morning scraping and shoveling snow. People don't really know what goes on. It's actually a fascinating thing to see the ice installed.
Right.
You know, every year I try to help with the install, and it is a very fascinating thing to watch this kind of ice made. And we do have a lot of fun doing it.
Right. In the morning. I like the early morning scrapes, actually. I don't mind. That's usually the one I say.
Are you an early riser?
I'm the one who does. Yeah, I work with all the other early morning people. That first, I prefer that, actually, most of the time.
I'm passive aggressive about waking up early anymore. I spent 24 years around racehorses, and I was up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning, even in the cold, feeding racehorses, and I have no use for getting up early anymore. I'm making up for all those years up at Vernon Downs, standing in the
cold,
chipping ice out of water pails.
Well, you were young.
True.
Michelle's S is going to come over nicely, I think. Although it's not curling as much down the middle.
Nope.
Ooh, wow.
Unfortunate miss there for Michelle. So now Joyce is back in business for getting two here. Little tap on this blue one would be fine. Tap it right behind the yellow guard and roll to the center.
Yeah, then take out with I
want to get something behind cover here, right? So tapping that little raise on that.
Splitting over.
Would be just right.
Yeah.
Almost like a heavy draw. We'll do it.
You just need to
Back
push it
8.
a little bit over.
Right. Just got to move it a foot.
Yeah.
So Joyce Schaefer and Dwayne farther, trying to claw their way back in after an unfortunate pick of Dwayne's last rock in the third end, which gave Team Rellett a steal of 4.
Mitch took a 4 on the last. Wow, after 3 ends.
This is coming. I don't know if this is going to get there or not. It's taking its time. Starting to come over now.
Wow.
Might want to change the call and draw behind it.
I think that's what Dwayne did. You want to be row.
Just missed it. Okay, tough
right.
double.
It's a tougher double. Yeah.
Roger, not too concerned about it. He can actually skitter right underneath this rock.
Right.
This blue rock, which would really make the end difficult for Team Farr and Team. I'm a little confused.
It's Team Schaefer.
Yeah, Team Schaefer, right. Joyce is calling the game. Dwayne's throwing skip rocks. Definitely want to hit something blue here.
Well, the nice thing about, it's a little wide, but the nice thing about Michelle's weight is it comes back.
And she's going to get one off the rings. Okay. And actually sit shot rock. So now do you draw here? Or do you disregard the shot rock and draw behind? I think if you want to get 2 out of this, you got to hit and stick, obviously. But wouldn't be a bad call to try and come behind this blue one either.
Nope. I think he's going to go corner it. Looks like.
Great idea. Taking it out, you're only playing for 2, right?
Right.
If you corner freeze it just right,
yeah.
then you're still open the door for 3.
Yep. I don't know. Joycey is looking like she wants to take it out.
Okay. Don't have to get them all back at once.
No. I like the just kind of come down to it maybe. Although when you're trying to perfect corner freeze, it's the
hardest shot in the game.
It's the hardest shot in the game. Looks like she's coming down with some weight. Uh-oh, it's over curling. No, I can't tell.
Looks real good.
Yeah, it looks really good. Wow, just stops curling.
Not bad. 1 and 2.
Not bad. Yeah.
Hit and roll under the blue one would be
beautiful.
Real good.
Yeah. Although
you know, in Roger's mind here, he's thinking force 1. Force her to 1.
problem with the stone down there?
Well, there might have been a little stuff on the ice. Nothing worse than getting your rock all nice and polished up and looking down and having a hair or some kind of lint right in front of the slide path.
It looks a little, I don't know, I can't tell. It looks a little wide. Looks like it's not coming back. Ah, here it comes. I don't know. What, Dwayne?
Okay, so it looks like blue is still sitting 1.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you come down to that back one and let...
If you're trying to get 3, you got to freeze to the back rock.
I think so. I think you make it harder for Roger to...
Because you put 3 back into the equation if you freeze to the yellow rock.
You do.
Or draw behind the blue one. The blue one on the shot rock, you could draw behind it. Could split them. I don't know about splitting them, but...
So Joyce looks like she wants a bump.
Yep.
I don't know, though, you know, because now you're not sitting... If you draw down to that... Well, I can see what she's doing. But if you draw down to that yellow one, it's behind T.
Doesn't matter.
You're 1-2.
Right. Behind T at this point in the end doesn't matter.
But
she's down 4. She needs rocks in play.
She needs rocks in play. And if you tap this one up, okay, you get it behind cover, but that could be still second shot.
And it'll be wide open. There could be a double there, too.
Yeah, so... It's like a chess game.
It is. That it is.
And you also have to play to what you think your team can do. Down to sheet 4.
First skip rock from Dwayne Farr. I believe he's looking to freeze down to this yellow rock.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in front of it, 1 and 2 would be okay.
Can't tell. It's been hard for me to tell with the stick curlers what they're.
It doesn't look like it's got enough legs to me,
No,
but
it doesn't.
could prove me wrong.
Donna's working really. They are working really hard. They need to at least get it to be second shot. That's not a good one. Oh.
Not exactly.
Roger's he's going to take out shot rock.
Yep.
She's trying to figure out if that's actually second rock. You okay?
Roger opting to take what looks to me like either second or third rock out.
And roll over behind.
If he does that though, he takes a chance of taking himself out in the back here, and still giving Joyce a deuce. There's a jam there. Trying to get something blue off the ring's not a bad idea, however. It's kind of fine going after shot rock. If you miss it and buzz it, you give her a chance for three, right?
Right. So take the one without a guard in front of it.
Right.
Let's see how it goes. I mean, even if he stays wide, he's okay. Which it looks like he's.
This
staying.
is real wide though.
Yeah, no, it's coming over though. He's going to take care of it.
Okay. So Joyce now sitting one, so she is going to score this end, which is good. Draw for two.
I think you draw for two.
There you go.
Yeah, you just draw down on the back. Well, you got a backer.
Yeah, you just got to touch the white circle.
Yeah.
That big 8-foot circle.
Yeah, it's huge 8-foot circle. In your mind, it
can look like a manhole cover from the other end sometimes. Yep.
Now he's heavy. They're running. They're running. Looks good, though.
Looks fine. Two blue. That one's trying to back up on him as well. Good shot for Dwayne.
Yeah.
So blue back with a deuce to make it 6-4 after 4.
What do you get? They get one? What happened on sheet 4?
Blue just drew for 1. Nice shot there from Dwayne. Getting his team back to within 2.
So now steal, and you're back in the game.
That's all it is. Interesting. No hammer, and we're opting to go. Oh, okay, she changed her mind. Thank you. I didn't see the strategy of drawing away from the center without hammer, but she caught herself mid-throw and opted to have Donna throw a center guard here. Looks pretty good. Might go on the rings.
No, I think it's in.
Yep. T-line.
It's tough. That helps Roger. He's happy to play a takeout game. He's up by 2. He's got the hammer. Girls out here. Wow. That was a pretty good weight from MJ too. Not bad.
Gonna stay on the rings.
Yeah, it's gonna stay in the
Good
rings.
shot.
And over to the side. That's nice. Well, sheet 1 through 4 ends. It's Rabinovich 5, Palazzoli 3. Through 3 ends. Actually, they're in 4 ends. I'll give you an update in a second. It looks like it is 4-3, if I can tell. They.
Wait till there, forward wait.
Barnes is up over Hurds for 3. Sheet 4, 5-4 Eaton over Davis right now. And then on the sheet 5, Law over Acosta 5-1. Without my glasses, Dave, can you see?
Yeah, good call.
Okay.
You did it.
Thank you.
So unfortunate miss there from Donna. She went after that rock to try and take it out. Now Roger will opt to split the house, and he would have been happy to blank the end.
But now he's going to go for his.
He'll go to try and set himself up for 2 now.
Yeah.
At some point in time when you're behind in a curling game, you have to kind of, depending on how far behind and how far the game is along, you want to consider the other stones, the stones of the team that are ahead.
Your friends.
As your friend. I know it's a hard game to play, but freezing or in front of them is good. You take it out, you play tit for tat, and the other team keeps the hammer, and the game gets away from you. But I think she's going to try to draw now to it. Why not?
Sit right on it, yep.
And you say to yourself, how many rocks in an end do I want to not use?
Right.
Well, you want to use them all, right? If you can.
You do.
Unless
you're ahead of by a lot.
Then you're peeling or something like that, right?
Then you want nobody to use any rocks when you're ahead by.
Exactly.
Can't tell if that back one touching. It doesn't look like it from here, but you can't, Let's see. I don't know. It seems like a lot of ice for that draw. It is not coming.
Curls like crazy here, though, if the weight's right.
The weight's right. Joyce is hoping that it. Ooh. Oh, Jacqueline just slight a touch. Ooh, it's real close.
I'm going to go by it, but it's on the rings. So what Roger's attempting to do here with Howard is to tap that yellow stone so it exposes the blue one and sit 1-2.
Howard doesn't like that call.
Well, he's if he looked up at the board, he'd see that they're farther away from each other. He was afraid that he might make a pocket for them to draw to.
Right.
But Roger's looking to split them. Right. So. And now he's letting Howie throw what he wants to throw. It would be a draw to the other side.
Yep.
That's fine. I might even opted to cover shot rock up here.
When you call that with your skip, you got to make this. It's always when you say I want to. I don't like your call. So when he gives you the alternate or she gives you the alternate shot, you better make it.
And he did.
He did.
Yep, 1-2.
Just like the same weight.
Yep.
So she must have given her just a little bit less room.
Just a freeze. All we need is just a freeze here. I love when people say that.
Yeah.
We just need to take this one out, or we just need to draw over here. Okay.
I think it's the same weight. Oh, it's lighter. It's lighter. That's not good.
Just actually going to shock block. Guard shot rock for Roger here.
Yeah.
Unfortunate miss there for Jacqueline.
So
and now Howard, he'll just stuff one in here now. I think that's what you do. Try to come right to shot rock.
Yeah.
Sit right on your own shot, right?
Keep the middle open for Roger and just keep stuffing them in behind. Now, they all thought that was light, but
Looks pretty darn good.
does look good to me. Looks like what Roger wanted the first time.
Lock it right on there.
Yeah.
That's about as
Yeah.
good as it can get
Yep.
for what I know of this game, anyway. Beautiful shot from Howie Feldman. Things are getting kind of ugly here for Team Schmidt right at this moment in time. She really
Team
needs
Schaefer.
to.
You keep it's everybody else's, but
Schaefer and Schmidt and
Farr, whichever.
God. Oh my
Because
goodness.
the Team Calais is the last one you can.
There you go. So Joyce Schaefer really needs to make a freeze to these rocks, and it's sort of damage control because she's not going to outcount. She could outcount. I guess if she corner freezes it to the inside, she could outcount. She's got to be on the inside of both of these yellow rocks.
Right.
And running the risk of
Roger being able to poke her out.
exactly. Don't want to bounce here, though. No bounce,
Yep.
as we say. Draw right to him. Seal right on him. This is a pivotal shot here. If she doesn't make this shot, they're going to be in trouble because then he can guard. So big shot here in the fifth end. Only down 2 at this point is Team Schaefer.
They're down 2, but Team
They're down
Rowlett
2.
is this is light too. This is not helping. Come on, ladies.
Oh boy.
It's a little bit of a hurt there too.
How's our chat room doing over there?
There's 10 people watching.
Okay, cool.
Over behind the glass on sheets 4 and 5, they've made every shot. Just for the people watching, they want to let you know that they have called a great game.
Now, Michelle McEnroe will attempt to cover shot 1 and 2 up here. I think just an 8-foot shot here would be fine right in front of the yellow ones. Doesn't look like she's by, but a little bump here will do good off the guard. Do the
Awesome.
same thing.
Oh, she is by. Oh, no. There she is.
That's just about dandy.
However, Joyce can sneak behind.
And draw one right to the pot here now.
Yeah,
Yep.
now it's,
Ideally, where's my little telestrator there?
There's your telestrator.
Thank you. So, ideally, I think the shot would be to come right down here and get right behind that yellow one on the top of the button, right about there.
Right, and then
Okay.
cut Roger down to 1.
Yep.
You
Even
make
if it curls a
goes
little bit further, like over into here, would be dandy, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
There's no real way of getting at it.
Well, Roger might run it back.
Run his own back.
That's if she can get behind and get to almost to the
Right.
side of the yellow rock. It's a harder run back.
Right. So here is an ideal spot. Actually, the freeze would be a good spot for it too. So. And the way it curls, I think you can, if you get by the yellow guard, you can put it almost anywhere you want if the weight is right.
Team Acosta's back in it. As soon as they move their shark head.
Big shot here from Joyce.
It's too heavy. She thinks it's heavy. Oh, I think I would go with that.
Over curling.
It's over curling. It's heavy, but ooh, are they gonna make it by?
Nope.
No, they should have been on that one.
I'm not sure that wasn't heavy as well, but
Yep.
unfortunate there. So, again, I think Roger will cover these shots up with Michelle's second stone. She just threw it. Things going from bad to worse here for Team Schaefer in the fifth end.
Sweet. All the way, every inch.
Better line on this one.
Looks good.
Stop just biting the 8-foot. It's coming right to him.
Oh boy.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
That's
Well, you know, I can't tell from this angle. Can I see the little telestrator again?
Sure.
Thanks. If this would not be a bad shot to come down and freeze on this rock right here. I think you outcount all three of them possibly.
Yep.
If you put a rock right there, or the next best thing would be to come behind everything right there, or let's say right here.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be bad either.
I think if you can actually corner freeze, stick right on this, you could. I don't know if you're going to outcount two of them though. You might outcount one. You might outcount this one.
Hard to tell from here. I think that's what she's doing, so it's a no-brainer.
That one. If you come down here, you might count.
And that's what she's calling, so it's pretty apparent that she'll be able to outcount quite possibly all three of them. Big shot coming here from Dwayne. Huh. I don't know.
Yeah.
Got to get it there. Got to get it there. It's a little light, I think. Oh, goodness, go.
Go, 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 girls.
Nope.
No.
Going to stop. Well, still sitting three, I believe.
Yeah, they're still sitting. Their fourth shot. Fifth shot.
First skip rock for Roger Rowlett. Discussing strategy here as to what they would like to do.
I liked his little suggestion: hit and roll a flop over.
Weight's less than last time. Let it curl. Let it curl. Oh, nice. Tammy, did she say Kurt to sweep? Don't sweep line. You weren't sweeping weight.
Uh-oh. You got it. Uh-oh. So she too got it over.
Still trying to figure out exactly what they want. They're taking a long time with this. I think you either got to hit and flop to the center, or
You're sitting four. Why'd you?
I don't know that they're sitting for. That's hard to tell. Those two rocks over by where they're looking. The
Really?
I'm not sure that the blue one isn't the fourth rock, but I'm not sure. I can't tell from this
Oh, yeah, I
angle.
guess
It's
we're-
hard
yeah,
to
yeah.
tell from this angle, but hit and stick, hit and roll to the center is not horrible either, right?
No.
Then Joyce is going to have to, or Dwayne's going to have to hit that rock.
And then it's open though. For
Or skitter one. The
right.
bad part of blocking the center with hammer is that it gives her a chance to skitter one
Run
through, and then it's guarded, right?
Right.
Long deliberation here from Team Rowlett.
Very long. What are we doing? Are we
The whole
trying to-
team's basically pulled in there except MJ.
Where am I looking down? Sheets.
And after all that, they're going to decide to hit it and flop to the center. Looks like a lot of good games out there in the shed.
Yeah.
The biggest lead in the shed right now looks to me like the sheet we're playing on.
Yep.
And 5's all. Yeah, that's it. I take that back. Sheet 2 is.
What happened? Oh, I missed it.
The 5 was taken by the blue team.
Really?
On sheet 2, Team Herd got a.
Oh,
like they grabbed a 5 there.
Wow.
They grabbed 5 in the 5th end. So Roger, after that long deliberation, has decided to, I believe, hit and flop to the center. Hit and roll out wouldn't be horrible.
Nope. Because he then would
A
be
thin hit might leave him sitting 5 if he doubles the one out in the back.
Well, I think. No, he's got it. What's going to happen here?
Going to sit right there, almost coming to the nose. And that's what he wanted to do.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Now he's sitting 5.
Now he is.
So again, Dwayne can save the bacon here. If he can come to the shot that's telestrator, please.
Telestrator?
Thank
Maybe
you.
we can send-
So if he could come down here and draw, either take this one out and sit right there, just touching the blue, he's going to outcount some of them. I think that might be all that he has. Or tapping this blue rock up right here. He could play a little angle raise on that one and send it right behind the pile, right?
Yeah.
Over into there.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the options. The raise probably being the tougher of the two shots. I think there's plenty of room to draw down to the shot right here. He could send one right down here.
You want to lock on that one, though.
Sit right on that puppy right
Yeah.
there. And he'll cut a bunch of them down.
Right.
And this would be the hammerstone of the end. Well, Dwayne, I can say one thing. I'm glad you're throwing this one and not me. But, again, this is against 5, and this very well could be if he doesn't make something happen here.
Roger has hammer.
Oh, Roger has the last shot, too. Thank you for that.
Yeah, he needs to make something happen, or Roger can pick up 6, which that's always a toughie.
So he's drawn down to that rock, like we had diagrammed for you folks. Right through the port between the blue one and the yellow one. And lock it right on. Or right in front of it at a good angle where they can't, where they can only drive it into it, you know. This is a game saver shot here for Dwayne. Better go. Better go.
No, they got it. Except he's not going to outcount any of them.
You don't know about that.
Oh, well,
I think they're
actually,
only
well,
sitting 2 now,
yeah.
possibly 3.
Right.
However, it's open enough where Roger
Roger
can
can
come
come
through there and
through.
even lose his shooter and get 4.
Right.
So
Just needed to be on the
just
other.
needs to chip it out. He doesn't need to stick to get 4.
Right.
And if he hits it and sticks, he gets 5. Just going to throw a controlled takeout here. Don't need big weight. Just got to hit the rock.
you tell me if they hung anything on 5 for N6? I can't see.
It's still in the rack. So this could be for the whole enchilada here, folks.
Looks good. Looks very nice. Looks very nice. There you go. You got it. You got it for
5. That
should be the end.
That might be for the whole enchilada. That makes it 11-4. I don't know that Joyce has it in her to give up. So
that's not yeah. She'll probably play the end
bring
back.
them back this way. Good sport that Joyce is. There's a pretty smile on her face, even in the face of. Okay, okay. Good. Shout out to Pamela Turner out there, watching from lovely Rosendale, New York. I guess I can say hi, baby, online. Got to be careful these days.
If you know the person and they know you.
Yeah, I always thought it was consensual is the big word there, right?
Yep.
Consensual adults.
Yes. Ooh, Charlie. So now Roger's going to play.
Yeah, he's just going to throw everything through, and then when he can start hitting, he's going to start hitting.
Yep.
No reason to do anything more in the way of needing to score.
Yeah, you just need to. Can we see sheet 5? What's in the 6th end? Has anybody?
They haven't hung it yet.
Okay. You think they tied? All right.
Needing guards, needing rocks in play here.
Ooh. No. Do not. Ooh.
Going on the rings anyway, and Roger will waste no time in hitting this.
Yep. Gary's head's in the way.
Yeah, they didn't hang it.
Okay.
Sweep. Hard all the way. Every inch. Every inch.
And mission accomplished. Howie would love to get this rock off the rings, but it's not going to happen. And that'll be something Joyce can use. So a bit of a rarity. Downstate, but in the Catskills, got a bunch more snow than we did. Down in the lovely Hudson Valley, they got 4 or 5 inches of snow. So Donna Caleo looking to put something in play here. Corner guard would be good. We don't want this on the rings. No matter where it winds up, Roger's going to go ahead and hit it. That couldn't have worked out any better,
No.
except he left the guard in the way for him. So bit of an insurmountable task here. Stranger things have happened in a curling game, being down 7 and being able to come back, but everything has to fall. It's a real tough task against a very good team. Shout out to Doug Smith out there. Doug has been over the years of us doing a live stream in the club, has been a really important part of making this happen here. And he's not curling this year. It just dawned upon me that I haven't seen him in the club this year. And we miss you, Doug. He was always part of these broadcasts and made sure the technical end of things went pretty smooth. And shout out there if you're out there listening.
Are we still on, though?
Live now. Kind of just counting things down here right now. Jacqueline Schmidt trying to get one behind cover here. Looks pretty good.
I'll bury it a little bit.
Great shot. And Michelle McEnroe will try to follow her down and bump her off the rings. Ideally lose her shooter.
No. Don't really want to leave anything for them to freeze to.
Right.
Well, got a break there.
Yep.
Oh.
So again, for any of you folks out there listening and watching, we're going to have this Bonspiel is going to become a yearly thing. Certainly in the short term, next year it's going to be on the same weekend, I've been told. So we hope it gets bigger and better over the next couple seasons. Good curling, good food, good camaraderie. And the game of curling is all about that.
Joyce is going to try to put it behind the off-center line guard, it looks like. Yeah?
Yep. Anything on the rings will be good.
Mm-hmm.
Looks great.
Yeah, it looks great. Ooh, get it there, ladies.
Fine shot. Michelle McEnroe trying to erase one of these blue stones.
Looks like she's going to do it. Oh, it's cutting hard.
She's going to get the top blue one. And now Joyce tried to get another, try to sit 1-2 here. Looks about the same weight she just threw. A little more. This is going to work out a little better. Very nice. Nice throw, Joyce. To sit 1 and 2. And Roger will continue to take out the blue stones and counting down here.
Ooh.
Better scenario there to roll away than to hit and stick. Got a nice crew of viewers up here in the warm room today, and we have almost as many people online watching as we do in the club. So Dwayne will come down, I think, and try and tap this blue rock back a couple feet and sit 1-2. Any scenario of 1 and 2, even freezing on his own rock here to score in the end would be. Since they're playing the end, I'm sure they'd like to win the end, right?
Right.
Nice little finesse shot there from Dwayne. Flipped it out a little purposely. Looks a little light.
It's a little light.
Roger will try and come down and tap this through and sit 4. Even if he loses his shooter, he'll sit 3.
4.
If he loses his shooter.
He'll sit 3.
And Roger's last rock of the 6th then.
It's out there. He might get this a different way. Ah, here it comes.
If it
He
gets
didn't-
by.
yeah.
Gets by.
Uh,
Oh, that's a great shot. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that,
Is
as
the-
they say,
yep.
is that.
Yep.
Joyce Schaefer giving everybody hugs down
Yep.
here and calling it quits. There's really not much that's going to transpire here. Everybody can come upstairs and warm up and have some hot cocoa and or your favorite beverage.
6 minutes. Okay. The person who
I've
works
got an
for the
eggnog
courses.
latte. I mean, I'm just trying. No, it is 11. It is noon. You know.
That was down from sheet 4.
Last night after the banquet, there was more legal beverages being poured than, this morning. So congratulations to Roger Rowlett, Michelle McEnroe, Howie Feldman, and MJ Walsh. They are the winners of the very first Utica 6-sheet Open. And congrats to Joyce Schaefer, Dwayne Farr, Jacqueline Schmidt, and Ben Gaetano, who was not here today. Donna Kaleo, who played lead for them, on being the runners-up of the A event. The other 4 events are still going on. I don't know if we're going to have extended coverage of that or not. We'll see. Roger Rowlett, once he comes off the ice, is one of the techs, so we'll
Yeah,
talk to him
that-
and see if he would like to continue carrying on. If not, we may say goodbye. Thank you to Julie Shinatry for helping out with the broadcast today. It was nice to have you here. It's always nice to have 2 people. It's always nice to have 2 people doing this, where you can banter back and forth
Yeah, thank you.
about where shots should go and strategies.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It was fun.
I'll stay on for a couple of minutes here and see if, in fact, they want to carry on with the broadcast of the other sheets. I, unfortunately, am not a tech, and I'm not much of an announcer either, but I enjoy doing it. But the thing is, I do not know how to get to the other sheets. We're in a learning curve here without Doug Smith here for people who actually know how to switch different cameras around. Our shed is loaded with different camera angles and stuff, but unfortunately, I do not know how to do that yet. And maybe at some point in time I will, but congratulations, Joyce. So, folks, thanks for joining in today. I hope you enjoyed the curling from Utica Curling Club. We're going to have other events that we're going to stream live. And thanks again for being part of our broadcast. We'll see you soon. Bye.